Audrey is in the house.
Why can't we be friends? 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 I seen you.
I love it.
Woo, Audrey.
Spud.
Everybody.
Spud.
Okay.
Oh.
Huh.
Huh.
All right, you guys, you just caught us in between. This is odd. First of all, thank you for coming to my podcast, everybody. You know, I'm Spudnik. I'm with Jam in the Van. You know, I travel. You know, I'm like Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, man, with this van. You understand me? And it's wonderful to be on Cousin's Corner. You know, the world is round, but it got a lot of corners on them, and I'm on some of them. All right? All right. But...
Yes.
Audrey, we gotta think. Audrey, it's hard to explain that when you meet somebody, it's like water drops. When they just like bloop.
They just come together. I feel like our souls have definitely been
Yes.
best friends or something important in a prior
Something.
life.
Something.
Because our souls attracted each other immediately.
Immediately, just
The energy just
wow.
right together.
So this is cool to have her on my podcast, right?
And we had Spud in our podcast.
Yes, it was cool. It's just like it's flowing. So this is gonna flow because she has a podcast
I do have podcasts.
at JAMINTHEVAN.
I sure do.
Yeah, and it's great. You got to listen to it.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Right.
A lot of screaming.
The tangent.
I listened to some of it and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like,
Hope people can turn the volume down.
yeah, well, that's good. You got to let go sometime.
Yeah.
And she'll let you let go.
And I'll let you let go all the time.
Whoop.
Woo. Spud, I fucking love you.
I love you.
This is a cool setup here.
Thank you. This is all the...
Oh my God, they're fake.
It's wolf. Yeah.
Yeah, those are fake.
Yeah, fake.
You know.
But the Lakers are real,
The Lakers are real.
and you should get a rubber duck. Everybody got to have a
I have
rubber
one in
duck.
my shower.
Yeah, see? So there it is.
See, our souls are like
Right?
this. We both got
everything
rubber
is
duckies
here,
in the shower.
Spud stuff,
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything, I love it.
Right. It's the declaration of an independent.
I love it. Spud, when you were on my episode, I was re-listening to it, and you just said the most inspirational things.
Mm.
And the way you would put words and like sentences together, I was just like, this man is a teacher of the soul.
That compliment, I don't know what to say. I just thank you, and I'm going to use it to better humanity.
Good. It's starting with this podcast.
Starting with this podcast.
Yes.
Right here.
Wait, how many episodes have you had so far?
Just one.
Wait, am I the first guest?
Second guess.
What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding.
That's
What the fuck is this, Eileen?
Damn. Scheduling. That's what that was. But I tell you something. When I look at movies, I say Audrey needs a movie, and I don't know why they have not came to her studio. So you guys better get on it.
Get on it. We've been close a couple times.
Get on it.
Recently, but
I
get
mean,
on it faster.
Don't wait, because it's gonna really cost you when she's at the top of the mountain.
Spud said it. Top of the
Okay?
mountain.
So you better get her.
So, Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
My brother. Okay.
Warner Brothers.
Okay. So, Audrey, thank you for coming to my podcast.
Are you kidding me? I would literally wouldn't miss it. Even if I crashed my car into a ditch, I would get out and sprint here on foot.
Yeah, but I have a shovel, so I would dig you out.
You sure would.
And I'll come and get you.
You sure would.
I am so glad that you found Jam in the Van. How did you end up finding Jam in the Van?
Wait, that's a really good question. And what if I was like, I asked myself this every single day.
How'd you come to us?
I honestly think it was the pandemic, right? It was one of the only places that were, I would say in the pandemic, there was a strong group of us comedians that were still hungry and trying to consistently be booked or booked enough to where we felt like we could please an audience and like get the energy off of it that we needed. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Jam the Van was one of the few spots. And I think I had a lot of mutual friends that started booking shows there.
Yes.
And then I did a show there and I was like, I'm going to run a show here. And then I emailed like Jack and everybody was so over the top nice. And it actually like happened within like a week of me emailing
Really?
them, or a couple weeks. And I was like, whoa, that was fast.
That's cool.
And they just, I feel like this place is the best because they just, I feel like you just have an idea and everybody just kind of runs with it.
Yes, absolutely.
No
because
judgment.
they know talent. I can
And-
say that.
Spud, I know Talentoon, you are it. I almost burped in the mic for old sake times, but I
Whoa,
didn't.
that would have been classic.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
But I also just ate, so it probably would be a bad idea.
Okay, well, you
I had a Trader Joe's chicken salad.
Wow, Trader Joe's.
I'll tell you what. Shout out
She's
to
moving up.
Spud's new sponsor, Trader Joe's.
Moving up. Okay, Joe.
It's just their chicken salad will sponsor you.
Oh, love
How
chicken.
did you find Jam in the Van?
Oh, I found Jam in the Van because Jake was renting in a apartment that my family owned in a building.
Wait, I did not know that.
Yes, my family owned apartments in Venice.
And Jake was living in there, and he was like, "Hey, I got a business."
Yeah, and Jake got the van, and he had it parked in the back of the apartment. And my mother told us to come over to the house, and came over there, and Mama said, "What the hell are those guys doing over there with that damn RV in the back?" So my brother and I, James, right?
Uh-huh.
We explaining to Mama, Mama, it's a business, so I'm really pushing the business.
Yeah.
Mama, it's a business, a great business, Mama. They're gonna take that RV and they're gonna turn it into a mobile recording studio, and it's solar, and they're gonna go around and record bands and make money. Mama said, I don't give a damn. That piece of shit out from behind my building. Tell your damn friends that they better park that shit somewhere else. Mama, it's a great idea. It's like America. It's what we do, great idea. So my mama said, I tell you what, I'll give your ass 6 months.
Well, that's a very long, gracious time. to
If
give
they
your
don't
man.
get their shit together 6 months.
That is such a good amount of time, though, too.
But Jake,
6 months, and I mean, that's a big van.
he did a pretty good job on running interference, with my uncle and my mom and them.
Yeah.
So then they just let keep it there. And he really
Yeah.
grinded out, having music in the back, and
Wow.
then the homies across the street, right?
Uh-huh.
Right now there was business on a Broadway because they selling their, dope. Say, man, tell them white boys over there, man, to cut that goddamn shit down, cuz. Cuz what they doing? Cuz be cool. They just out there, they doing the business, cuz. I don't want to hear all that damn rock shit, cuz, all that shit. Cuz, good business, man. Just leave 'em alone.
Wait,
cuz.
okay, you're saying people are trying to be out there selling drugs with a jam. People were jamming in the van.
They
and it was-
jamming all loud.
Wait,
and-
that's actually so funny. Somebody's trying to make like a giant dope deal, and all of a sudden you
Yeah.
just hear somebody being like, I mean, if anything, that should be the best because it's distracting away from the deal.
Well,
so you
they
guys can work
found out,
together.
but they grew on them. So Jake, and it grew and it grew and it grew.
Like it grew on the drug dealers.
No, well, yeah,
Yeah, on everybody.
yeah, because they seen him, as part of Venice,
Yeah.
and then Jake asked me to drive the van because I used to drive a bus, a Greyhound,
Yeah.
and then a city bus.
Yeah.
So I said okay, and then that's how we started.
That was. I cannot believe I've never heard that before.
And then I started interviewing the bands because I would drive and then I would just go into the hotel chill, and smoke weed and shit, as a profession. And
Yeah. Of course, it's a profession.
so one day Jake came to the hotel room and Telluride and said I should come back to the van. So I thought I had to move it. And he said, no, the bands want to talk to you. Like, what the hell they want to talk to me for, cuz? I mean, what? He's like, man, they just find you interesting. Man,
But that is something about you, though, that it was something I do remember in the pandemic. I love how I say it like I don't remember anything. I'm like, something I do remember from the pandemic is that when we were all in the green room, I think it was the night with like Beth Stelling and
yeah.
I think her ex or whatever. And we were all just sitting in there and you were just telling stories and we were just all laughing so hard, just belly laughs. and we would go out, do our performances, come back, and I just remember everybody just loving you, like loving Spud.
You know, I have stories because jamming the van is fun.
Yeah, it is.
Fun.
It really is.
But that was Jake's idea. Jake said, well, just come and talk to the band. And then I would do that, and now I have a podcast.
And now you have a podcast. I can't wait to listen to all your episodes.
Wow. But you're going to be one of my favorite episodes. This is Audrey, you know,
Yeah,
because we
I
got
come back to whatever episodes you want me to come back on.
So, you traveled with us. You've been to
Oh, yeah, that's
Austin, South by Southwest.
it's Austin
us?
and Whale Rock. Both.
How'd you like them?
Are you kidding me? I had so much fun. Austin was so fun. I was so sad because I had to cut a little bit of it short because I had a showcase, which I'm like, ugh, I'd rather have gone to Austin the full time. But
Yeah.
I got there on like a Saturday morning and immediately the vibes were incredible.
Yeah.
And we were doing the Jello shot, man.
Yes.
We were having fun
Jello shot.
interviewing people, and then the shows were great. I just fucking loved it. And then we stayed up super late one
Jamming the
night.
van.
Whale Rock was really fun. Whale Rock was a blast because that too, not only were the interviews super fun, a bridal party. Somebody did their bachelorette party and had a bunch of shrooms.
Yes.
And they gave it to us. And I was shrooming, and it was a blast.
Woo!
It was so fun.
Yes.
James the Van is it. It was a good time.
It's incredible,
It's
isn't it?
incredible.
It's incredible, people. So, see, that's why I say you can check us out online, but there's nothing like live. Live.
Live.
Yes. At Jamming the Van is an experience that you always will remember. Trust me with that.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm,
You gotta trust him with that.
So, you do a lot of shows in this town, huh?
I guess I do, yeah.
And you run around a lot. LA is 486 square miles.
I know my Kias. I don't know why I leased a car because I'm going over the miles. I'm so fucked 24/7.
You can't lease in LA.
I know.
This town is big.
The fact that everybody's like, don't lease. And I was like, no, it's fine. I'm already railing over. I had to go to San Diego after this. Railing through my mileage.
How do you do that? How do you stay mobile like that?
But I honestly, not even joking you, I just had this conversation because I just planned my sister's bachelorette party. So that's where I just was in Saugatuck, Michigan. Blast and a half. Drank breast milk again. That was fun. It was one of my sister's friends was pumping.
Damn.
You have to pump nonstop for like every 2 hours because it's painful if not. But I tasted her breast milk. I actually took a shot and chased with it. That was irrelevant, but I just wanted to tell you that. But
Michigan.
I had this talk with one of my sister's friends because I had been doing show. Then I went to Saugatuck. Then I've come back. Then at one point I was nannying. Then I was doing another side gig. Then I was doing shows. And then I overwhelmed my plate a little bit. But now it's kind of going back to normal again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's just because I have so much energy.
Mm.
But it does get exhausting sometimes. I'm like, this is really a lot. But I also, because I love what I do so much, it outweighs when I go to that exhaustion breaking point.
When you went home, are you famous now? Are you famous?
No, God, no. I think once every 5 months, somebody would be like, "You that girl?" Hey, no, I need to pay attention to the camera over there. But we were in the Mall of America, Craig Conan and I were one time. We were at the coffee shop and somebody recognized me from TikTok, and that was pretty cool. I'd say Indiana. I think it's good because just my hometown, and a lot of people like to root for people from their hometown.
Yeah.
I think I'm just working. I think I'm exactly where I need to be in the time that I have been doing comedy.
Okay.
I think I'm hitting the proper marks, and if not hitting them, I'm up for them. Like I'm still showcasing for those marks.
Yes.
So I'm being seen, but I don't know when it's gonna. Do
you want that? You want to walk down the street, be like, look, there's Audrey. Oh.
No, I just want to be a full-time, working, comfortably paid comedian that can do what I love and like be casted off of who I am.
Yes.
A lot of the roles I audition for, do things for, is because somebody came and saw my stand-up, and they have a character that's very similar to me. And I like to write. So I like, I want my writing to be seen. So I think that comes with it. Obviously, the more recognition you get, the more all those goals come into fruition.
Yes.
So I guess that will come with it, but that's not my main goal.
Okay.
I could achieve all that and have nobody know who I am and still be fine with it. I just want to be I just want my story to be told and my humor to be expressed.
Yes.
That's it.
And you do that fine.
That is very kind. Well, sometimes the finances don't work out. I don't know why I said it like that, but I think it just makes me feel better if I say it in a weird.
What is the worst audience that you had to perform?
Oh, I'll just
stand-up?
tell you recently.
Oh, wow.
Literally recently, I did San Diego.
Fresh.
This is actually.
Fresh.
So I'm about to do a 45-minute set in New York, and I ran it last night, and I hit 50 minutes, which I was pumped about because I'm not used to doing long sets. So I didn't even know if I had it. I was like, do I even have this? But it turns out I do. But the first time I ever practiced it, I went to San Diego. This was a couple weeks ago. Super hot. I get their 90-degree room. I'm supposed to do 45 minutes. The openers are drowsed in sweat. Everybody sitting there is in sweat. There's no back. It's stools too. So there's no backs. So people are like this, and I get up there and I say, "How's everybody doing?" And everybody silence. Literally and I was like, "Oh my god." And then I literally would ask audiences just because it's a long set. I have to do crowd work. Nobody answered. Nobody was answering me. No, I'm not joking. And then I had one guy. He was like moving and like I thought he was like loving it, and I was like, God, at least I have one. And I called him out in the middle of the set. I was like, I don't know what I would do without you, sir, because you're laughing so much. He was like, oh no, I just have Parkinson's. I'm dead ass. And then I had to do 30 more minutes after that. I mean, it was, and then like also it was they wouldn't let me off stage until I did my time.
Stop it.
It was fucked up. So 2 weeks ago was my worst set of my life.
Parkinson's.
So it was fucked up.
Were they alive in there?
No, I really feel like he was also stroking out. Like I after I did it with a long time no see, and I did it with Wes, and he said he's never seen an audience leave a venue quicker than when I finished. People didn't even drink their beers. There were full beers on the table, and I was drenched in sweat, and I got off, and it was so awkward, because. Nobody had anything to say to each other, and I just walked and I went into the corner and just sat until everybody completely vacated so I could like go down there. I mean, I was drenched too, drenched in sweat.
So the lesson here is
don't do stand-up comedy unless you really fucking want to. Like, for God's sakes, like play this story and repeat. If you're like, maybe I'm gonna do it.
oh,
well, I did a show shortly after and it made up for it, but I'm like.
Well,
but doing long sets, like, are you kidding me?
Woo.
I don't know how some of these headliners travel nonstop and then they're contracted. Well, I think is that the word? They have to stay on stage the full time no matter what.
wow.
And I've heard crazy horror stories. Like somebody was performing in a cafeteria and there was construction and they had to scream their jokes for basically an hour. And I was like, what the fuck?
Well, and we thought that being a comedian was the easy life.
We thought it was easy. We all thought it was easy.
Certainly not.
I didn't even know what stand-up comedy really was until I moved to LA. I was trying to make it an improv, but I was bad. They'd be like, we're in a church, and I'd come in as a T-Rex, and that would ruin the scene. So stand-up was really my only option.
Woo-wee.
Spudderoni. Can I call you that?
What is the best audience that you have performed your comedy at?
Okay,
The worst was funny.
The worst was funny. The best. Oh, that's a good question. I mean, just sometimes you get the audiences where they're so sometimes the Laugh Factory. I don't do the Laugh Factory as much anymore, but I think it's just because there's everything is just changing around. But when, like, I do get, or like the belly, sometimes you're in these rooms and people are paying to go to these comedy clubs and the vibes are just so electric that immediately from the start it booms, and then you can just do, if you like hook them in the first like 3 minutes, you do whatever you want.
Okay.
And then those are to me the most magical moments.
Yes.
And or like when I've had a time too where I've laughed so hard in my set with the crowd that I was like, I actually was getting the belly. And then I got off and I was like, that was just, I felt like I was hyper at a sleepover. And like we were going to bed at time. Like that, it was like
Wow.
that kind of bliss.
Yes.
So sometimes you get sets like that, and it's like
Okay,
a
that sounds
particular
fun.
time. I think of quite a bit where not that I'm killing all the time, but quite a bit where it's like I get that euphoric feeling a lot, where everybody was like, "This was so fun." It was just fun.
I always wondered this. What do you get out of that?
Energy. So I just feed off energy. I just love energy. I gravitate. This is why I think I gravitate towards you, and like I feel like I gravitate towards people with energy and like
Yes.
their hearts. Just all they want is to have fun and be pure and like let their worries aside and focus on
Yes.
what people's words are. And I think that's the definition of stand up. Like I've always my group of friends, like I always feel like I love summer camp because everybody was hyper and things like that. And I love being with certain people because it's hyper and they're happy.
Yes.
And when people come to a stand-up comedy show, not all the freaking time, like in Vegas, they just accidentally win a ticket on a Tuesday night and they heckle you. Anyways, so sometimes
That's for you.
sometimes they do
Somewhere.
that. So yeah, they're like, watch them be just a diehard fan of your podcast. But that's most nights of stand-up. People come
Yes.
because they want to feel energy and give you their energy, and then you just create this unstoppable because the world's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fun.
And you have comedians that are really good and calm and can address that, but not me. Like I will never do that. I will take my energetic ball. That's why some people might not like me because you might not be in the mood for that. You might want well-written jokes,
Yes.
which I don't know if I have. So I just am there for a good time, and if you want to have a good time, we're gonna vibe perfectly.
Right. There it is.
And it is stand-up can be hard because it takes away from that sometimes because you're trying to achieve the goal of doing it full. Not that I want to be a diehard full-time stand, but I want the world to see
Yes.
what I want for everybody, and
Yeah.
I want people to experience that with me as much as they can.
That's nice.
Yeah. What if I just started puking? So I mean, that's it. But
Well, I'm glad that you found Jam in the Van.
me too, Spud. I'm glad I found Jam. Jam found, or like some of my favorite comedians. Everybody has found Jam in the Van.
That's very good.
Jam in the Van's been the home to like great energy. Great energy
That's wonderful to hear.
from the comedy community side. too.
Yes, yes.
I see lots of good energy coming through these doors.
Next segment. Check this out. Segment 2, girl.
Oh, we got written out segments?
Spud story time.
Spud story time.
And I want you to tell me if this is true or not. But some of these stories you heard, you know.
Yeah, I love all your stories.
You know. Let me see what's. Oh, I got one.
Oh, wait, are you saying, Spud story time, like you're going to tell me a story?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a story, and you tell me if it's true or not.
So like 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, wait, so this is fun. So you could just be psychotically lying to me and I wouldn't know.
Could be.
Wait, this is hilarious.
Okay, so check it out. I was with the homies once, right? And we drive in the police.
Okay.
You know, and they stop us. So we, stop and we park the car. They're like, oh, so what you guys doing? You know, they're like, oh, well, we just walking around. Okay. So we come back and the car gone, so somebody stole it, right? So I'm like, oh, well, let's stop the police because it's their job, you know. So the homie say, okay, Spud, yeah, cuz.
Wait. Just back you up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So you were with the homies, and then you saw the cops, and the cops were like, "What's going on?"
You're right.
And then you walked away.
Yeah, we
back,
just
turned
leave.
from the car, and then you turn around. The car is missing.
And we come back about an hour later, and the car gone. You know, it's stolen. So we find the police, and we gonna put a report in with the homie, right?
Yeah.
So the homie like, yeah. So the police say, oh, okay. Okay, so what's your license? And the homie say, now, is this true or not true? He say, 1
Wait, you told me the story.
17 Q as in Cuba. And so for some reason, the police kept staring at me, and I was just like, man. The police said, could you say that again? He said, damn, homie, damn. 17 Q as in Cuba.
I I know it's true because you've already told me this story, and I loved this story.
And I was like, Cuba's in Cuba? Cuba? Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I'm going to call it in.
That is so funny.
Yeah. Stuff like that, you know.
That is so funny. Q is in Cuba. No, I know that's a true story.
Yeah, it's a true story. Yeah, cuz. It's like, man.
Yes.
What's Q is in Cuba? It's like Cuba.
I love how the cop too was just like,
Yeah, he's
you
just
know
like,
what? All
dude,
right, I'm
okay.
just gonna call it in.
Right,
Yeah,
right. I'll
yeah.
just call it in. He probably put the C down. Okay.
He probably put the
All
C.
right,
That's
I'll
why
call
he never
this
found
in.
it because he put the C down.
Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, he was just like.
Did you find it?
Yeah, they found it.
Good. Someone just stole it from the.
Yeah. Yeah, but they
Neighborhood?
found it a few blocks, you know.
Wow.
Q is in Cuba.
Q is in-
You know, that's how they found it. Oh, look, there it is, Q.
As in Cuba. He should change his new license plate to say that. Q is in Cuba. That is so funny, Spud. Are you still friends with
Yeah, you know, it's the homie.
Wait, Spud, I feel like you have so many friends. I think you have friends probably crawling out of the walls.
Yeah, I got a lot of friends, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try to be friendly.
Yeah.
I try to be.
And that you are.
Thank you, Audrey.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So, Audrey, I want you to tell me a story. Audrey, tell me a story.
Wait, is it okay to be a lie or is it the same thing?
I'll try to guess.
It's your segment. Oh, yes, you try to guess if it's a lie or not.
Yeah, I'll guess.
Okay. Okay. So, literally 2 months ago, in my apartment, I've talked about this before that I have neighbor problems.
Yes.
And we have very, that he just hears everything. And now he works on his garage underneath and it's super loud and whatever. And one night, it's about 2 a.m. and the music from underneath me is so loud where I can't turn on a fan or anything like that to stop it. So I decide, I'm going to go down and see what's going on. And I'm always hesitant with this neighbor because he is nice, but he's so nice, but he keeps a gun on his pocket. And he showed me it before. And he told me if somebody ever fucked with me, he would shoot them square in the face. So if I ever die, we should probably look into this neighbor. So but it seemed
America.
endearing. And actually, I've given him lots of Sierra Nevada. I've unloaded Sierra Nevada on him. So shout out to Jam the Van for that. I think that also helps protect me. But I went down there to see what the commotion was, and him and this other guy from our apartment complex were in his garage, and they were digging through buckets of sand. And they were and I was like, what are you guys doing? And the music was blaring. They're like, we're looking for gold. I was like, what? They're like, we own a gold mine. We were just down there. And now we're digging through the sand. I said, what the fuck does that mean? I was like, what? And then
And they brought the sand back there
Yeah.
to dig through it. They
Yeah.
dig through it.
yeah, and I said, you guys, the music's loud. We got to turn it down a little bit. And then they didn't. And I went upstairs and I just looked in the mirror and said, keep going. And then I went to bed. You're right. The keep going part was a lie. I just went to bed. I just drugged myself on NyQuil. But that's that story. So
Okay.
I don't understand how somebody has a gold mine. He also told me he's going to look up my stuff. So I wonder if he's going to look this up. But whatever. I don't understand how somebody...
That's strange.
It's bizarre, right?
But this is LA and strange things happen in LA. So I believe that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Cause LA is wild, people. It's a lot of strange things happen.
But does that make sense? Where you go digging for sand and you bring it back and
That
you're
doesn't
searching for gold?
make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that he carries around a gun.
A gun on, and they told me there's a shotgun in his. And there's been a couple of times where that's prevented me from asking him to quiet down in case I accidentally scare him or trigger him.
Well, this is interesting.
This ended up not being a very fun story. I have a way of coming on podcasts and just killing the vibe
That
with my
was-
story.
It's funny.
The
but
vibe
in a
will be up
different
here,
way.
and I'll just take it down. After I'll just be like, I love energy. And I
You
love
bring
positive, and then I'll be
sand
like,
to your
this-
apartment and go through it. Now, when they find the gold, what do they do with the sand in the apartment? Do they take it back? Or to the beach? Or
You
to a
know, I
playground?
didn't stick around to discuss too much of that, but I will say
That's
they are
interesting.
supportive of my stand-up career.
Oh, well, that's...
Every time I come home, like late too, and they see me, how did the show go? That was actually in my old neighborhood. I lived on Romaine Street in Hollywood, and there was a lot of gang activity.
Yes.
And that's one of the reasons we moved out. And somebody was like murked across the street from us. But there would be on our step outside, there would be, I would say, gang members. That's what, and they were very invested in my stand-up career as well.
Yeah.
They'd say it wasn't safe to walk late at night, but I would park in Hollywood, walk to my apartment around 1 in the morning. How'd the show go? How'd the show go? So I think
They're your fan.
they're my fans. That's my fan base.
That's right. That's right. That's your fan base.
So that's that.
Well, that was nice. You
That
got
was
fans.
that.
That's nice. All right. Well, we're going to go to the third segment.
Yes. Well, yes,
This
for
is
these
cool
segments.
here. This is cool. This is cuz for yes, nah, cuz for no.
I love this.
Yeah, now check this out. First question for you. Would you go on a date with Amber Heard?
No, cuz.
And why?
No, cuz.
Why?
Oh, is it because no, cuz she or just no, cuz? Like that's
Yeah,
the term.
right.
Oh.
Right, just no.
Uh,
No, you wouldn't.
No, because
And why?
I've been listening to some of the trial, and I
Yeah,
gotta
that's
tell
just-
you,
Boy, that trial was crazy.
she I've seen a lot of things that I just feel like the way that she's approaching
Yeah.
everything, she's not being truthful and honest, and I feel bad for legit victims of. I don't know if everything she says is a lie, but a lot of it is proven wrong, and she's got that little twinkle in her eye.
Yeah.
And
So,
so both of them are pretty unwell.
I would say that.
They ruined a lot of movies for me. So
Sorry, Amber.
sorry, Amber, we are not going on a date.
Oh, check this one out. Now, you like this one.
I guess maybe if you were into crazy chicks, you'd have a heyday, but I'm not.
Would you abort Ted Cruz? Cuz? Or no? Cuz.
That's so a boredom in my tummy, or a boredom in real life.
Let's say real life.
Like murk him,
Don't want to say that, but just
Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz.
Yes,
Yes. Cuz.
yes, cuz.
Sorry, Ted. You got to go.
Sorry, Ted, you gotta go.
You got to go, homie. And I know why, and I agree. Bye,
Hey, Ted.
sucker.
Hey, Ted, why don't you suck my wang? Hey, Teddy. Hey, Ted boy, suck on these nuts.
Okay.
Okay, that's your promo clip.
Check this out. If I invited you to my hood day, would you fucking go,
What are you
cuz?
talking about? Yes, cuz.
Huh.
Immediately.
And she be in blue, cuz, okay? Huh.
Oh, well,
Boom, boom, boom.
I see, but I would be, but yes, I would wear, I'll wear a Dodgers t-shirt.
Boom,
A
Dodgers.
blue.
Right.
So be
right.
blue.
Oh, yeah. Now,
I'm wearing,
if you get a Netflix special, I like this one here. But you have to be homeless on the streets of LA for a year first. Would you do that, cuz? Or no, cuz?
no. Actually, like I'm sleeping on the streets, or I could sleep in people's places.
The mean streets of LA.
I mean, there's just so many other ways to showcase your stuff. But if Netflix was the only way to get your voice out there, yeah,
For a year.
I'll do whatever it takes.
For a year. Okay. Netflix. Don't call her because she ain't sleeping on the
That's
street.
so funny. What if they don't book me because they're like, that was a little desperate and weird?
Call her Netflix. She ready. She need a special. Really though. But don't have her on the street though, homie. No.
Unless it's camping.
Huh. Oh, I like this one too. If someone disrespects you, just like bam, you just say shit, woo, 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 what would you be your response? To kick that ass or just walk away? Cuz or no cuz?
I would say, well, I've done this before, and it's actually made the other person more angry. But this is how I would say, I'm sorry that you are hurting, but I'm not going to partake in this conversation. And then I would turn around. But then a part of me feels like in LA, especially as somebody who's had a gun pointed at them, I feel like I would just get fucking destroyed for that. But if it was somebody not scared, it was just a tiff.
Yes.
That's how I approach it.
Okay.
I'm like,
Oh, okay, right.
yeah.
Right, I'm just floating on.
Yeah. I'm like, sorry that you're hurting and you feel like you need to.
I got shit that I gotta do.
Yeah. I just won't partake in the conversation if the emotions are high.
See ya.
Yeah.
There you go.
I respectfully decline this conversation.
Okay, now, this is a good one. If they paid you good, real good, would you perform at a Trump rally?
No. How good is good?
No, cuz you wouldn't do that.
No, cuz. But how good is good?
50 million.
No. Oh, God. What the fuck? Well,
Listen to me.
if I performed at the Trump rally and all my jokes were anti-Trump,
Ooh, well, yeah, they ain't saying what kind of jokes that you.
yeah, they didn't say. So I would try 50 million and then do jokes about how everybody shouldn't vote for Trump.
Now that's how you Trump.
That's how you rig the system.
There it is.
System
Yes,
rigged.
and that's real news.
And that's real. What if I just repeated everything you said? That was the whole podcast.
Well, that's real fucking news right there, right? Charge them and do your thing. Stand up like James Brown and do your thing. That's right, and get the money.
And get that money, honey.
Okay, there it is. Okay, she is like Thelma and Louise in
Absolutely.
one. Yep.
That's what's on my Hinge profile. Thelma and
was.
Louise in one.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Now then, I want you to tell me what you would do. What wild thing that you would do to get a special?
To get a comedy special?
Yeah, what you would do.
Well, I feel like what we're doing in general is pretty wild, which
Yeah,
is
I do.
driving across the world for nothing. No pay.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's just me because I love to get scammed. I think I think, what would I do? I mean, that's a wild. I mean, you say you would do whatever it takes. I would do anything, I guess, if it didn't involve murdering and harming someone else's emotions.
Yeah.
Like if I had to
Great human being. You are.
sabotage somebody to get to the top, I wouldn't do it
You're right.
because it'll always bite you in the butt in
Sure.
the end.
Absolutely.
If I had to eat garbage, sure, I guess I'd eat some garbage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bon appetit.
If I had to hook up with my stepmom, I don't know. All right. Next segment.
All right. Moving on. In the next segment, I'm gonna give you a rolling tray, and we're gonna have a contest to see who can roll the best joint.
This is so funny because I don't think I've ever rolled a joint.
Really?
I don't smoke.
Oh.
No, I'll still roll it.
Yeah.
But that's why I haven't rolled a joint. I want to smoke, but I just
Yeah. Well, let's just.
classical brain here.
Well, I'm gonna get you to see
It hates.
if you're on a desert island with a handicapped person and they can't roll and there's weed, then you're gonna have to roll the weed.
Yeah, that's really true.
So let's just act like that
This is a
we were
great
flying and the plane crashed and I broke both of my hands and shit and I really need some
I would
smoke.
have to roll you a blunt,
Yeah.
Spud.
So let's see how you would do.
Wait, this is a hoot and a half. Okay. Oh.
Now, here's your grinder.
Okay. Is that grinding?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen people do this, so I wonder if I can do this.
You can do that. Please, because I'm hurt and we may not get saved from this desert island, and I watched enough Gilligan Island where I can make a coconut pie, But I have to have both of my hands though.
Wait, I really think there's a. Oh wait, and then.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Get another
I see people lick this. Now it's
paper,
just sluggy with my spit.
but you put the weed in first. So then just get rid of that paper.
Oh, okay.
And put the weed in first. Okay. As we see on our island, on our desert island that's full of weed, but my hands are broke, so and we don't have a pipe. So she has to roll. And we only have just one pack of zigzags, so
Or I would do it with tree bark.
oh yeah. Well then let's
Well, then it would catch on fire.
get these zigzags, Hopefully we get some help before the tree
What
bark.
if I do this perfectly and then I just become a giant smoker?
Man, that would be like okay. The
I'm really
mic.
bad at mics as somebody who handles them a lot. But I don't think I've ever handled them correctly.
Okay, here we go. Now I'll be smoking with my broken hands in a minute. Okay, all right. She's trying.
Oh, I think I tasted the weed on my tongue.
Oh, she tasted the weed, so her tongue is like.
If I were to
That
just
was
eat
good.
this, like just eat it like it was cereal,
Yes.
would I feel it?
Yes, you would. And it's better than snap, a crackle, and pop. Wow, I am really gonna have a time. That's right. Wow, look at that.
Wait.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
If I actually do well at this, I'll start a business.
All right, look at that. This is all right.
I can't tell from this reaction if.
That's just okay. All right.
Okay, you guys, no worries.
All right, here we go.
No weed wasted
All
here.
right, none dropped out. I could say that. All right, and all right here, and let's see that. All right. Now, if a person, walks in here like this, we would call the paramedics because they're anorexic. All right, they need to eat, and okay, but let me let me try this. Let me see. Okay. Let me see how this looks.
Can you smoke it?
I could use it to signal for help. I could
Wait,
I could say let's see. I'm gonna put some fire on it.
put some fire on it. It explodes. We'll both blow up.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put some flame on this. I'm gonna put some flame on everybody.
Wait, this is.
Let me make sure that the fire extinguisher is
Wolf, how does that look to you?
okay. Everybody now
Okay,
let's
we got our answer there.
here we go. Here we go. Okay, all right. I might have to get the fire extinguisher. Okay, let me hear it run a little bit, but let's see.
Wait, it's working.
You rolled the joint.
I rolled a joint and it's doing its job. Are you high?
It's working.
Wait, so I just rolled a joint.
She rolled a joint. Live on Spud's podcast.
I'm adding this to my resume.
You need to do that.
Like, is this the best?
If she don't get,
Don't people not
deal?
get it on their first time?
this is amazing. This is her first. I didn't do this. Look here.
Wait, somebody clap for me. Yeah! Oh, give me that affirmation.
That's it.
Wait, that is nut sauce that I just.
All right. This is Spudnik with Audrey Stewart
Woo!
rolling her first joint on my podcast. This is very historic. This is better than 1776 right now.
What happened in
Thank you. Stay tuned. I'm going to have them all roll. This is a great skill to have. Earthquake. If you're with Audrey, she going to make sure that you'll be in another dimension of time
earthquake?
and space.
Hell yeah, earthquake.
All right. Thank you, Audrey.
This has been literally the most joyful my day has been.
This has been a great day for me just to sit here on the couch with my friend, with my comedian, because I do come to her shows. And Thanks, Audrey. I just can't say enough.
Spud, I love you. Thank you for having me. I'll do this anytime you want. I can't wait to listen
Everybody.
to all the episodes. Everybody's in for a treat because this man is a delight.
I want you, I know that times are hard and we going through a lot, but this nation is young. But whenever we have problems, it is the comedians, it is the entertainers, the singers, the bands that bring us through. And some of the greatest voices of freedom were comedians. And one of my favorite in the silent films.
You are just the best, Spud.
They, even though Charlie Chaplin was silent, he said a lot.
He did.
And he said a lot when he spoke, huge. She says a lot.
Yeah, I say a lot.
In her
Too much
jokes.
sometimes.
And you need to come see her at any venue, but especially at Jam in the Van. But if you can't, see her on my podcast.
Yeah.
Please.
See what be on Spud's podcast.
All right.
That's all you need.
And this is Spudnik signing out with my friend. Come here. Audrey.
Yes. What a sign off.
This is my friend.
Oh, I love you, Spud.
You guys, Audrey Stewart is Spudnik. Man, that's the movie.
That's the movie. That
Okay.
actually is a movie. So
Tune
in for that.
Again. And thank you for viewing me, Spudnik. And may my ears be as open as my mouth. Peace.